Yes. Hi guys. Now we are going to discuss about Indian history, art and culture, mains examination question paper. Yeah. Let me explain the first question. First question is explain Harappan civilization and mention its important sites and remains. I think you all know that the Harappan civilization is the first civilization of the India and moreover one of the oldest civilizations of the world, which was dated between 2500 BC to 1750 approximately. That is one of the important age of Harappan civilization. Have you got it? Right. And this the introduction should be given based on the question. Okay. Introduction should be given based on the question. Okay. Right. Harappan civilization discovered by Sir John Marshall and the great Dayaram Sahani. Sir John Marshall and the great Dayaram Sahani discovered in 1921, which was discovered especially on the river banks of Ravi. Okay. Harappa was the first important site. Harappa was the first important site which was discovered by Dayaram Sahani and Sir John Marshall. The most of the sites were discovered on the river banks of the Indus. That's why Indus Valley Harappan civilization also known as Indus Valley civilization. This is the introduction you should give, and the body should be sites. Here the sites are major sites are Harappa, Mohenjo-daro, Chanhu-daro, Kalibangan, Lothal, Dholavira. These all are the important sites. Okay. Remaining all also important, but among these all sites, these all are the important sites. The 6 sites are important sites. Harappan, in Harappa we can see different okay, in Harappa we can see different excavations can be seen. Apart from that, for every 3 house one well was excavated in the Harappa. For every 3 house one well was excavated in Harappa. And moreover, in the Harappa region we can see 12 granaries were also excavated. 12 granaries was also excavated. In Mohenjo-daro we can see 12 granaries was excavated in the Harappa. Okay, in the Harappa. And in the Mohenjo-daro we can see the great bath, and moreover assembly hall was also excavated. The assembly hall which is similar to the temple architecture. The Mohenjo-daro assembly hall which is similar to the temple. It does means they are aware of, okay, it does means they are aware of some temple structures, but we did not get the temple evidence exactly. Did we get the temple evidence exactly? No, we did not get the temple evidence exactly in the Harappan civilization. In the Mohenjo-daro we can see the one assembly hall, one great bath, and moreover we can see the beard priest was also excavated in the Mohenjo-daro. Beard priest was also excavated in Mohenjo-daro. And next, in the Chanhu-daro we can see the ink pots. Okay, ink pots was also excavated, and moreover the cat relics was also excavated in the Chanhu-daro. Mohenjo-daro, Chanhu-daro. Okay, Chanhu-daro discovered by Majumdar. Chanhu-daro discovered by Majumdar. Okay, right. Here the Chanhu-daro and Mohenjo-daro discovered on the river banks of Indus. Chanhu-daro and Mohenjo-daro discovered on the river banks of Indus. And the next one is Lothal. One of the important sites and one of the important arcades of the Indus Valley civilization is a Lothal that can be seen in India in the region of Gujarat. In the region of Gujarat. Okay. In the Lothal we can see terracotta replica of dockyards. Dockyard symbols. What is the meaning of terracotta replica? No. Terracotta replica means sand-made dolls called as the terracotta replicas. Okay. The terracotta replicas of dockyard symbols were excavated in the Lothal, and the one large Homagunda was also excavated, and the chessboard was also excavated. These all were excavated in the Lothal. And let us come to the point, Kalibangan. Kalibangan was one of the important site which is on the river banks of the Gaggar and Hakra river. Kalibangan is which is an important site which can be seen on the river banks of Gaggar and Hakra river. Okay, right. These in the Kalibangan we can see superstitions, just like the amulets. Amulets was excavated in Kalibangan. Amulets means, yes, Tayatulu. Amulets means the Tayatulu was excavated in the Kalibangan region, and 7 Homagundas were excavated. Everything can be seen in the Kalibangan. Superstitions can be seen in the Kalibangan. And the Dholavira. In the Dholavira region, one stadium was excavated. And the reservoir was also excavated. Okay, in the Dholavira. Dholavira was one of the important site and the largest site of one of the largest sites of India among the all Harappan sites. Okay, yes, the Harappa civilization is the India's, not only the India's, the world's largest civilization, which belongs to the Bronze Age civilization, There is no doubt about the Harappan civilization is the oldest and advanced civilization, and Harappan civilization is the first urbanized civilization. This is how you have to end. Okay, there is no doubt that is a first urbanized civilization. Okay, right. Next, let us see second one. Compare Buddhism and Jainism. Explain its impact on Indian society. Yeah, Buddhism, which was started by Gautam Buddha, Jainism, which was started by 24 Tirthankas. Among the 24 Tirthankas, the first Tirthanka was Rishabhanada, and 23rd Tirthanka was Parshvanada, 24th Tirthanka was Vardhamana Mahavira. These 3 Tirthankas were the important Tirthankas which belongs to the Jainism. In the Jainism, Rishabhanada was founder of Jainism, Parshvanada was historical Jainism founder, Vardhamana Mahavira was the real Jainism founder. Almost all these Jainism and Buddhism was started in 6th century BC majorly. Though the Jainism and the Buddhism, almost all the 2 religions did not believe in God. Okay, body should be right from this topic onwards. Okay, body should be, Jainism and Buddhism did not believe in God. They totally opposed the ritual practices of Vedic civilization. And moreover, these Jainism was totally supported Brahmacharya, and even the Buddhism also supported the Brahmacharya. Buddhism said the middle path theory. Which is totally belongs to the extreme happiness and extreme sorrows. We should not have the extreme happiness and we should not have the extreme sorrows. Have you got it? We should not have the extreme happiness and we should not have the extreme sorrows. Okay, yeah, that is called as the middle path theory. That was campaigned in the Buddhism. Simultaneously in the Jainism, here we can see Triratnalu. Triratnalu means we must have the Samyak knowledge, Samyak faith, okay, Samyak faith and Samyak action. Samyak knowledge, Samyak faith, Samyak action. It does means we must have the good knowledge, we must have the good faith, and we must have the good action, and we must do the good action. Action should be good. Okay, these Triratnalu are similar to the eightfold path of the Buddhism. Triratnalu are similar to the eightfold path of the Buddhism. Okay, have you got it? Eightfold path of the Buddhism. Yes, this Buddhism and Jainism was impacted on Indian society majorly in the ancient, but they did not show the impact on, okay, Indian society in the medieval. Okay, especially these great Chandragupta Maurya campaigned Jainism. Okay, rulers campaigned Jainism, rulers campaigned Jainism, monks campaigned Buddhism. Rulers campaigned Jainism, monks campaigned Buddhism. Okay, have you got it? Yeah, apart from that, the monastic life can be seen in the Buddhism. Monastic life can be seen in the Buddhism. Even the great Ashokudu also followed the monastic life. In the monastic life, Ashokudu constructed about the 84,000 of the stupas from the Pataliputram to Takshashila. That was known from Sri Lankan Buddhism scripture Mahavamsham. That was known from Sri Lankan Buddhism scripture Mahavamsham. 84,000 stupas were constructed. How many stupas were constructed, Nana? How many stupas? 84,000 of stupas were constructed. That was known from Mahavamsham. Okay, and the great Acharya Nagarjuna was the Mahayana Buddhism campaigner. He campaigned Buddhism in Sri Lanka and China regions. Even the great Suhruleka of Acharya Nagarjuna book, which was kept in Sri Lankan, which Chinese schooling books. This is how the great impact shown on not only the Indian society, this great impact which shown on the world societies also. This is how you have to end the answer. Okay, all right, next to you. Yeah, explain and compare the Government of India Act 1919. Yeah, tell me guys, Government of India Act 1919, which was especially called as Montague-Chelmsford reforms. Montague-Chelmsford reforms. After 1918, Second World War, now Chelmsford announced and Montague announced the Montague-Chelmsford reforms, that is called as 1919 Government Act. 1935 Government Act. Okay, 1919 Government Act, which especially supported the diarchy. Diarchy was implemented. Okay, diarchy was implemented in the states, and the bicameral system was implemented in the national level. Bicameral system was implemented in the national level. What is the meaning of bicameral system? Yes, the bicameral system means, yeah, here we can see the Disabha Vidhanam. Okay, just like the Rajya Sabha, just like the Lok Sabha. Okay, bicameral system can be seen in the national level, but in the states they were implemented diarchy. Diarchy means dual governments. Dual governments. The powers was divided and controlled by the Viceroy, and some powers was given to the Indians, which are not important. Those powers were given to the Indians. Which are important powers is there, that was controlled by totally these Britishers. Just like the transferred and the reserved. Okay, transferred and reserved list were divided. Transferred list means which are not important powers is there, that was kept in the transferred list. Which are reserved list is there, the reserved list totally controlled the, which are having the important and which are having the priority powers, that was controlled by the totally Governor General and Viceroy. Governor General and the Viceroy, which was started in the 1857 after the Sipai Mutiny onwards. Okay, all right. In the 1935, after 1919 Montague-Chelmsford reforms, in 1924 Maddiman Committee was appointed on the Montague-Chelmsford reform. 1924 Maddiman Committee was appointed on Montague-Chelmsford reforms. Okay, right. In 1927, I think you all know that the Simon Commission was also appointed, and those two were said that diarchy should not be implemented in states. That's why in 1935 diarchy was totally abolished in state level. In 1935, okay, from 1935 onwards the diarchy was implemented in the national level. The reserved list and transferred list, which was started in the national level. Okay, have you got it? right? This is how the 1935, in 1935, okay, in 1935, yeah, here we can see India, almost all the constitution was copied from 1935 Act, okay. That's why the 1935 Act called as copycat of the Indian Constitution. This is the end, okay. Right, next. What are the socio-religious reforms? Explain. I think you all know that. కానీ ఏమన్నా అది పర్లేదబ్బా, ఏసీ ఆన్ చేసినట్టు ఒకసారి, ఓకే, సౌండ్ వస్తుందేమో, ఓకే, రైట్, డన్. Socio-religious reforms movement. I think you all know that the socio-religious reforms, which was especially started by the Rajaram Mohan Rai, by the Rajaram Mohan Rai. Have you got it? Rajaram Mohan Rai, called as the father of social reform movement of India. Father of social reform movement of India. Here, from the Rajaram Mohan Rai onwards, we can see socio-reform movements were started in India till the 1947. Also, even now after 1947 also we can see the few reforms, okay, right. Rajaram Mohan Rai was started Brahma Samaj. Rajaram Mohan Rai started which Samaj, Nana? Brahma Samaj was started by the Rajaram Mohan Rai, especially thought for abolition of Sati system. Sati system, and that was later led by the great personality Keshav Chandra Sen and Satyendranath Tagore. Who is Devendranath Tagore? Yeah, Devendranath Tagore and this Keshav Chandra Sen led these Brahma Samaj. After the death of Rajaram Mohan Rai, they were also thought for abolition of evil practices like the rituals. Ritual practice is also evil practice or not? Yes, the ritual practice, evil practice abolition also campaigned by the Keshav Chandra Sen, the great personality. Next, even the Arya Samaj was also one of the important Samaj that was also created one great revolution in the Gujarat. That's why he called as the Arya Samaj founder Dayananda Saraswati, called as the father of yes, the Renaissance movement of the Gujarat region. The Renaissance movement of the Gujarat region, the Dayananda Saraswati. Okay, Dayananda Saraswati. He started Arya Samaj to abolish the evil practices like the caste system and the Varna system. He thought and he said that go back to Vedas. Okay, Vedic culture should be revived. Vedic culture should be revived. His target. And moreover, we can see the Satyashodak Samaj, one of the great Samajas, okay, one of the great society, Satyashodak Samaj, which was started by Jyotiba Phule. Satyashodak Samaj, which was started by Jyotiba Phule. Okay, yes, Jyotiba Phule. Okay, right. This Satyashodak Samaj, Jyotiba Phule, especially thought for uniting the Dalits, and he thought to give the education to the Dalit for the empowerment. Okay, yeah, and he thought for abolition of the slave system. He thought for abolition of the slave system. That's why he written Gulamgiri book. That's why he written Gulamgiri book. Have you got it? The Gulamgiri book was written by the Jyotiba Phule for abolition of the Gulamgiri. It does mean slavery. Okay, socio-reform movement, socio-religious movements, especially thought for abolition of religious evil practices and social evil practices like Sati, slave system, caste system, Varna system. Okay, behalf of that, the caste inequalities thought for thought for abolition by the great Jyotiba Phule. Okay, and moreover, here we can see the Prardhana Samaj also. This Prardhana Samaj was thought for abolition of eradication of Varna system. Prardhana Samaj thought for eradication of the Varna system. Okay, Varna system. And moreover, yeah, another religious movement, just like Diobandhu movement. Diobandhu movement was also done by the great personalities who are belongs to the Islam religion. They thought to abolish the evil practices of Islam society, like the parda system, okay, like that. Okay, you have to write the social movement and religious movement, social movement and the religious movement. Have you got it? Okay, religious movements also, just like Mazdan Sabha. Okay, you have to write the Mazdan Sabha. The Mazdan Sabha especially tried to unite the all Persians. That was done by Dadabai Nauronji Fironji, and Shapurji Sorabji Bengali. These all were done the Mazdan Sabha, Mazdan meetings. Okay, right. These all socio-religious movements especially thought for uniting all religious fellows and thought for eradication of the evil practices. This is how we have to end it. Okay, right. Next, yeah, even though Sufism and the Bhakti are culture belongs to different religions, they share the common set of values and practices. Explain. Yeah, I think you all know that Sufism is one of the sect of Islam religion, and the Bhakti movement especially thought for uniting all who are the followers of the Vedic religion, just like the Shaivism and the Vaishnavism. Sufi religion, which was started by the Hazrat, okay, the great personality, Sufi religion, which was started by Hazrat Gesudara Chisti in the South India. Okay, Hazrat Gesudara Chisti, which was started in the South India or not? Okay, right. Moreover, the Bhakti movement also started in the South India, which was started by the great personalities Alvars and the Nayanars. Alvars were the followers of the Vaishnava religion. Alvars were the followers of the Vaishnava religion, and the Nayanars were the followers of the Shaiva religion. Just like the Andal, Nambi Andal, Andal and the Nambi Andal. Andal belongs to Alvar, Nambi Andal belongs to the Nayanar. The 63 Nayanars and 12 Alvars were started the Bhakti movement. But we can say the father of Bhakti movement was the great personality. Adi Shankaracharya. Good. The Adi Shankaracharya, the great personality, Adi Shankaracharya. Okay, have you got it? Adi Shankaracharya was a great personality, was started the Bhakti movement. Okay, yeah, yes. And in the Sufi movement, which was started in the South India by Hazrat Gesudara Chisti and Khwaja Mainuddin Chisti in the North India and the Northwest India. Okay, but those Sufi religion and the Bhakti religion thought to eradicate evil practices like the caste system and the fasting, just like the Kabir. Kabir especially, Kabir, the great personality, one of the disciple of the Ramanandadu, he opposed idol structure of the any god, and Rama and Ram Rahim Ek Hai, this slogan was given by the Kabir. It does means he supported all religions are equal. He supported all religions are equal. God is one. The God is one. Even Sufi religion also can say, and Sufi religion also said the God is one. Okay. God is one. Have you got it? Right. Like that, here the Sufi religion said we must have the devotion towards the God, we must have the love towards the God. Even Chaitanya also said the same thing. The Bhakti movement great campaigner Chaitanya, he said that we have to entertain and we have to show the love towards the God. Okay, that is also one of the important culture which we can see in the Sufi religion, and that and moreover we can see in the Bhakti movement also. Okay, Bhakti movement also tried for abolition of evil practices like the sati and supported the widow remarriages. Just example, the great personality Basaveshwarudu. Basaveshwarudu supported for the widow remarriages. Okay, right. Even in the Sufi religion also, they thought for abolition of the evil practices like the Parda system. Okay, right. The Sufi religion and the Bhakti movement, Sufi religion which was started in northwest and spreaded from North India to South India. Bhakti movement which was started in the South India, from the South India to it was spreaded to North India and North India to northwest region and eastern region, it was spread. Okay, have you got it? Okay, right, Nana? Fine. Yeah, this is all about, you have to write. Next, discuss the events which led to the 1857 revolt and explain. Okay, is this led or let? Led. Okay, right. Discuss the events which led to the 1857 revolt and explain its results. Okay, there is a results. Okay, 1857 Sipahi Mutiny. Reason. How many types reasons? 4 types reasons are there. The implemented by the Dalhousie, okay, which was implemented in the 1848, which was implemented by Dalhousie. And next, you can see the social reasons, especially the Hindu Orthodox culture. Hindu Orthodox culture was thought to abolish by the Britishers, just like the Hindu Orthodox cultures. The Sati system in 1829, the Sati system was abolished by the William Bentinck. Due to that reason, the Brahmins were involved in the 1857 Sipahi Mutiny. And if you see the religious reason is the immediate reason of the 1857 Sipahi Mutiny. There we can see the Enfield and the rifle bullets were used. Enfield and the rifle bullets was used majorly. Those Enfield and the rifle bullets usage which paved the way for 1857 Sipahi Mutiny. Why? Because Enfield and the rifle bullets made up of with the cow and pig fat. Cow is a holy and important sacred animal of the Hindus. Sacred animal of the Hindus. The pig is majorly hated by Muslims. Due to that reason, Muslims and the Hindus, Sipahis were started revolt against the Britishers. Started revolt against the Britishers. Have you got it? Nana, have you got it? Right. Next, these all the reasons which paved the way for 1857 Sipahi Mutiny. In 1857 Sipahi Mutiny, totally done by not only the Sipahis, Mughals and Marathas, Maratha Peshwas also, Nana Sahib Peshwa and the great Jhansi Lakshmibai and the Kanwar Singh. These all led the 1857 Sipahi Mutiny. But 1857 Sipahi Mutiny is suppressed by the Lord Canning Viceroy. Lord Canning Viceroy suppressed 1857 Sipahi Mutiny. Okay. In 1857 Sipahi Mutiny later stopped by the announcement of the Queen Victoria in 1858 on November 1st. That is called as the Intellectual Tyranny Act. 1858 Act called as Intellectual Tyranny Act, that was announced by Queen Victoria. That was sent the message by the Lord Canning at Allahabad. Lord Canning at Allahabad. Allahabad Lord Canning, on the November 1st, Lord Canning announced Victoria Queen announcement. Okay, that is called as Intellectual Tyranny Act or Queen Victoria announcement. Okay, yes. After this 1857 Sipahi Mutiny, we can see the many results were existed. The great governor generals were removed and Viceroys was started, and here the diarchy was removed, and only the one government was started and the mediator between the Queen and Viceroy, the secretary was started. Secretary, Indian State Secretary was started or not? Yes, the Indian State Secretary was started, the power was started. These all are the results, and moreover the penal codes was also started in 1859. Civil Procedural Code was started in 1860. Indian Penal Code was started in 1861. Criminal Procedural Code was started in 1861. Indian Civil Services Act was started in 1861. Government Acts was started. These all are the results which we can see after the 1857 Sipai Mutiny only. Sipai Mutiny, which bifurcated Hindus and the Muslims. This is the major result. This is how you have to end it.